The pool of generals used for the selection of this top generals list are not limited to free-to-play. Some generals will be extremely difficult to obtain. If you are lucky enough to obtain one of the more difficult generals without spending, rejoice, for the gods of Evony have surely blessed you. As a side note, the game has been changing very rapidly over the last few months. Therefore, there are some new considerations for rankings that did not previously exist. The new General Ascension system has complicated what used to be somewhat straightforward. Since you need multiple copies of a general to ascend to the max level, finding the right general for you might not be as simple as picking the one that appears best on paper. Some generals are much easier to obtain and therefore can be ascended more easily. Ascending will provide more benefit than the differences between skill books, so if you are a free-to-play or medium to low budget player, you may not want to go with the general that is the most exclusive, as you will not likely be able to ascend in the future. Like the Siege PvP March, ranged troops are meant to do as much damage as possible. With Siege rallies, you expect to do good damage, but not wipe out the enemy, which makes going all out offensively the most beneficial. Conversely, Archer rallies can be so overwhelmingly powerful that it is very possible to wipe out even a large enemy in one shot. Therefore, with Archers, you want to absolutely prioritize attack, but having higher Archer HP and defense can be a worthwhile investment. An Archer troop range book is essential on any PvP Archer general. After that, prioritize Archer attack, followed by your preference of Archer HP, defense, and march size. And now for the top 5 PvP Archer generals from all sources as of June 2022. Number 5. Alfred the Great occupies the lowest spot in the top 5 list, but that does not make him a bad pick for an Archer general. His skill Great King increases ranged troop attack by 30% when used offensively. When his specialties are completed, he becomes one of the top Archer generals in terms of raw Archer attack. However, like many other Archer generals, he is only effective when used offensively. He's not a general you would want to put on your wall or one you would use to reinforce another player. Number 4. Tomiris is the rally leader's essential Archer general. Her skill, Queen of Revenge, increases ranged troops attack by 35% when used offensively, and she also increases rally capacity by 5%. Completing her 4th specialty increases the rally capacity by another 5% as well. Individually, she is not the strongest choice for an Archer PvP general. Still, increasing the amount of troops in a rally significantly improves the outcome. Tomiris is a huge gain for a rally at the expense of a small personal loss in power. Number 3. This pick is somewhat a sore point for me, as I feel like Minamoto no Yoshitsune should be ranked higher. Unfortunately, Minamoto was not included in the recent round of Awakened Generals. Until Minamoto is awakened, there's no real future for him. This is the general that I currently use for my Archer March, and I'm going to hold out in the hopes that he becomes awakened as well, because Minamoto's skill, Shinao, which increases the attack of ranged troops by 25% and another 15% when equipped with a dragon, is able to be used both offensively and defensively. In fact, Minamoto is the only general in this list that can be used in both capacities. He's strong, he's versatile, and he's easily obtainable by any player. I've placed him in 3rd place now, but Minamoto is a candidate to potentially rise higher once Evony decides it is time for him to become awakened. Number 2. Simeon the Great is a slightly stronger version of Alfred the Great, but he is ranked significantly higher due to his current ability to be awakened. Simeon the Great's skill, Empire Offensive, increases ranged troops attack by 20% and another 15% when equipped with a dragon. His skill is decent, but Simeon really begins to shine when his specialties are completely maxed out. Keep in mind that Simeon is a general that is very difficult to obtain. If you are on a medium-low budget, or if you are a completely free-to-play player, Simeon is not the right pick for you. Simeon will be the strongest choice when fully awakened, but only by a tiny margin over the number 1 pick. Despite a small increase in offensive power, Simeon is much more difficult to fully awaken. For these reasons, Simeon occupies the number 2 spot in the rankings. Number 1. The number 1 pick for the Archer PvP March is Electra. She is an incredibly strong general that is available to even the free-to-play players. Electra's skill, Blood Restrain, increases ranged troops attack by 15% offensively and by another 20% when equipped with a dragon. Unless you are a ridiculously heavy coiner, you are going to want to build up Electra as your primary PvP archer general. As stated earlier, the difference in strength between Electra and Simeon is slight, while the ease at which she can be awakened is much greater. Electra may not be available in the tavern like Minamoto, but she is rather easy to obtain through a bit of digging around in relics. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.